was already dark when I woke. What time is it? It must be past 6. I feel like I had a report due today. Which one was it? Classics? Maybe German Lit? Whatever. I gave up on both of them ages ago. I don't want to go out. Where did I go wrong? Was it when I took that gap year? Oh god, gap year. That's, what is it? When you fail to, get into you fail your entrance exam and have to, like, wait a year before your next chance. That's a gap year. Or when I settled for a safety school. No, it must have been long time before that. The days go by and I do nothing. I wrap myself in blankets and never go outside. I hate myself and I hate myself. And night is here. I sleep until morning, sleep until noon, doze off to the evening, wake up at night. I wish I could do that. At first I would write every day. Not quite a journal, not quite poetry, but writing. Didn't hate writing. But one day even that was too much trouble. My life was always boring. I never had friends. Nothing good ever happened to me. Whenever I go outside, everybody else would sneer and laugh at me. I think that's agoraphobia. The world turned its thorny unkind back to me. I can't do anything. I'm useless. I'm trash. I never really taken care of myself. I'd be useless at work if I had a job. I have no redeeming qualities. I think I'd be better off dead. My bed is a cocoon protecting me. I want to go back to the shell I hatched from. I want to go back when I was a yolk floating around in an egg so I can rot and die before I hatch. I want to die. I want to die. I want to die. I can't take this anymore. Do I have to live, study, and work? Man, this is clinical depression. Why do I have to deal with other people? Working hard has never gotten me anything. Birds had it so much better decades ago. Wait, how far back are we talking here? They were born, ate, flew, slept, and never had to think about any of this. I want to die. I want to die. I want to die. But I don't have the courage. I don't like pain. I don't want to suffer. Someone help me. And just when it was the most painful, I had sunk so deep into my depression that I could just sink no further. The gods heard my wish and granted it. A friend, my only friend. I was useless to myself and everyone else, but the gods still showed kindness to me. Your plumage is so nice, so bright and cheerful, unlike mine. And it wasn't just our coloration. He was my opposite in every way. He was earnest and smart. He didn't mumble when he talked, but despite all of that, he understood me more than anyone else in the world. It must be hard for you. I know how it feels. It's painful. It's not your fault. Society is always telling us to do this or do that. It's like we're held at gunpoint. I hate it all too. Just like you, right? He alone understood me, and I alone understood him. We were alone, the two of us in the world. The time we had together was the warmest and sweetest of my life. If only it would go on forever. And one day, he said to me, "Let's make it go on forever." Oh god, no. Come on, let's start. Oh no, he did it. Let's die together. It will be scary if we're together. Are you serious? Of course I am. I never lied to you, have I? He was kind to me right until the end. One night he came home with a bag full of medicine. Oh good, at least they're taking the OD route. Unlike a certain show where they decide, let's go by hanging. Like, you go by hanging. It's like, you go first, and I'll follow suit. Kind of thing. Medicine to wash us away without pain. Forever. Let's go somewhere far away. Somewhere where we're completely alone. Just the two of us. Where no one can bother us. No one will find us. We left on our final journey, and we took the medicine. I'm getting tired. I feel so peaceful holding your wing like this. We should have done this a long time ago. My pulse and breathing are dropping steadily. We're almost to the end. Yes, just us at the end of the world. Time to say goodbye to this awful world together. I guess you're right. I was thinking about time I said goodbye to you. Oh no! He softly stands up. His warm wing leaves mine. He steps calmly away. He reaches into my bag. He takes out the key to room 701, my wallet, my ID. What? I reach out. I can't move. Goodbye. This is as far as I take you. But you said you'd leave this awful world behind with me. Yes, what an awful world it is. But I still have things I need to do in it. No, I don't. I don't want to die. I don't want to. I don't. It's too late for that now. How many times have you told me you want to die? You never really wanted to die, but you had to. People like you are just a bother. Just hanging around, complaining, and getting in the way. What an awful world. It wasn't my fault. Why do you have to kill me? Come on. Please, this isn't right. You're right. I never really did want to die. It wasn't me. It was society did this to me. It wasn't me. It was everyone around me. Society, you say? Help me, please. Call an ambulance. Come on, please. They won't come. This is the end of the world. It belongs to you and me alone. I don't want to die. I'm scared. I'm scared. I know. Why are you doing this to me? You wish for death, and it helps you to it. That's all there is to say. Please try not to throw up. It will just hurt you more. Someone help me. And that's where another corpse party happens. The King's Picture Book. Once there was a poor little quail. One day the quail was tricked by a bad bird and killed. The quail was put onto a train through the night sky along with the other birds who had died. Where was the train going? It must be a terrible place at the end of the line. The quail was so scared, so afraid, it thought its little heart would burst. But the train stopped, for a little while. Apparently even galactic trains have to wait for signals. The quail was too scared to stay on the train, so it jumped off. There was a dark, dark room there. There was nothing but a chair and a little candle. There was no one else there. The quail sat on the chair and cried. Why did this happen? It was betrayed by its friend and forced into a strange train. What would happen next? The quail thought and made a station. Maybe if there's a station, someone would come by to play. The quail made a station and lit a candle and waited. Time passed. Birds came. The dark room became a beautiful kingdom. The candle became a grand lighthouse. The chair became a royal throne. And the quail became the king. Those who come to the kingdom became one with the king. The king is all, and all are the king. No one is hurt. No one has any sad thoughts. The birds of the holiday star lived happily ever after. How nice. How very nice. That's a literally depressing story. Happiness is here. Happiness is, and nothing else. Oh, this is nightmare fuel. The king thought, if everyone is one, none will be afraid. So little by little, the king absorbed everyone on Holiday Star. And now we are one. One of us. One of us. I don't feel like I understand you at all, even after that huge monologue. He's lonely, he just wants friends. But he doesn't want his friends to quarrel. So he absorbed them all. You're quite a storyteller, Your Highness, to use a few hundred lines to express what I just did in 3. Oh, you, Naigeki. In other words, this whole place is basically a cult of loneliness and crazy peer pressure. That's too much of a boil there. You boiled too much water away. What's good about having everyone together, Mr. King? No one gets to play their own part. If Oko-san were here, he'd say something like, everyone is different and everyone is good, Mr. King. And then he'll slap you. Even now you're the king. You're still just a small frightened quail. You ran, you hid your shell, and now you're safe in your own private kingdom. I suppose you're right. If everyone is one, no one gets hurt. But there's no one on this star but you, Your Majesty. As long as you stay here, you'll be alone. The king said it's not the king's fault. The king was not the only one who wished for this. All who came here accepted it gladly. Even the ones like you, who are angry at first. In 2 days, you will be the king's best friend. You are the ones who are wrong. It's you who are wrong. You are not right. The king, and that king, and this king, all these kings are so happy. But you want to hurt the king, and this king, and that king. Everyone has to be good on this star. If we are not one, then someone will surely hurt someone else, the king said. Let us become happy together. I suppose that's supposed to be like a scary noise or something. I checked everywhere. I checked everywhere I went, but I haven't seen other doors. It's the one hallway from start to finish. Looks like the path must be hidden as well for the naked eye to see. The last room should be where I'll find Professor Nanaki. Oh, wait. Didn't Jackie say Hitori Nemo in this world. Anyway, there should be a Quell here somewhere, but he's been singled out for. But he's been singled out for poor treatment. Did you really have to hide him away like this, Your Majesty? Ooh, Is this Guile? No, that's oop ah. Voice echoes faintly in the dark corridor. One of the king's underlings? I don't see it anywhere. The Jibidu Sakuyu? Leon! I can't stay connected for very long. Listen up. The teacher here, Nanaki Kazuaki, is starting to show abnormal brain activity. He's probably falling into a coma. You mean he's not in one already? I'm trying to find him right now, but it looks like the man behind all of this has seen him somewhere. I thought as much. Nanaki's brain activity is dropping. He might not be able to regain consciousness. Meaning he's alone and is proceeding more rapidly into the disconnect of the mind and body. Unfortunately, I'm going to administer some psychotropics to you, Nanaki, in 60 seconds. In small amounts. It would look brilliant if you failed the mission because I overdosed you. Wait, why would it look brilliant? So my last job is to concentrate and find Professor while the high lasts. What? Exactly. You should have about 2 minutes. Good luck. Leon fades away like a puff of smoke. This isn't the first solo search and rescue I have to do, but all the same. It's reassuring to see that the unshakable cockatiel's face even for just a minute. It's almost time. If the planisphere was right, the path down to the last star should be between Sakia and Ryota's rooms. That magnificent artist did get rid of the clouds for us. It'd be a waste if we didn't let any of the nice moonlight shine in through here. The boost should last 2 minutes. At least this area is pretty small. Let's hope the king can't beat me at my own game. Okay, on to the next bit. So the officers are just as willing to use illegal substances as the ground operatives? I can't believe it. There's something very wrong with the Dove Party. We are like cogwheels. We serve as part of the machine far larger than and more important than ourselves. You should know it as well as we do. As well as I do. Huh. Unfortunately, I cannot even begin to comprehend such groveling ideas. I am not here for the system. The system is here for me. Anyway, I administered the amounts you said to your underling and the Quell here. Thanks. Now all that we can do is brightly and massively prevent the victims' bodies from losing too much heat, and wait to see how everything turns out. The drugs are acting on my physical body, are having more of an effect in my dream consciousness than I expected. Every sensation deepens and expands. It was like, whoa. If only I could enter this state at will. Ah, crack in time. I can see a crack in the wall. I hadn't noticed it before, but the light is seeping through. That must be the light from the bird's soul, like the Margaret was talking about. The wall should be fragile here. This is just like Sakia's tea party. Break it open and I'll be on my way. We can't let you do that, traveler. You were not invited here. Please stop doing such terrible things. Why, hello there, yokels. What's with all the long faces? I'm just here to pick up a friend. He's gotten stuck in here by mistake, you see. I'm not doing anything to hurt you. Mind letting me by? Why do you do such terrible things? You must not open this until everyone is won. No room for negotiations then, eh? I was hoping this would have gone more smoothly, but oh well. If you don't move, I'm going to make you. That's mean! The king is scared of birds like you. What? The king asked, are you trying to break another egg? The citizens who appear to have morphed into the king addressed me accusingly. What a mean thing to do. You break eggs and you think nothing of it. So many eggs. I wonder what the children inside were like. Those lives that couldn't live. Poor eggs. Don't you feel sorry for them? The king knows. The king knows that long ago you broke out of it. You broke an egg out of your own selfishness. Well, this is how the king fights back. I don't know how he figured out my secret, but in any case, it was a very precise attack. The king himself is on his throne. The citizens should just be small parts of the whole. But maybe they share his consciousness and abilities? This is my job. I'm here to rescue everyone from the school. You've trapped them inside this wall, so I'm breaking them through this wall. Any questions? That poor chick who could never hatch. Please try not to get distracted. My past has nothing to do with the fact that you're in my way. You poor bird. The king thought, you should not have to suffer anymore. Suddenly the king was carrying eggs and dropping them at my feet. Before I knew it, there was nowhere left for me to stand but on the broken eggs. The king said, the king can lift the burden from your shoulders. The king can take away your pain. So come, become one with the king. How much does he know? He's aware of the guilt I've carried with me ever since I broke my brother's egg. Anyway. But he seems to have misunderstood. Thanks, but no thanks. You're asking me to hand my guilt over to some complete stranger? Please tell me you're joking. Huh? The king said, do you like pain? The king doesn't understand. Yeah, I didn't think you would. I don't think he ever will. Like you said, I dirtied my hands with a crime. I can never take it back. A life lost will never return. The past does not change. That's the least I can do is remember. I will always carry this part with me. This pain is mine, and you can't have it. You know well what it means to suffer. But if you break the king's egg, you only suffer more. Suffering. Suffering indeed. I don't think you'll understand. This pain is a part of me. Your egg is already rotten. That was good timing. Sink! Isn't it a little much for you to ask me to suck your sympathy? That was an abrupt ending to the music. The king's shadows disappeared like a morning fog in the sun. I could see the stairway to the bottom of the maze. A friendly and considerate man. I imagine an eternity spent with him would be full of happy days. My sentimentality is dying down, conscious with the high from the drugs in my bloodstream. He's still high! Okay, we're not having anything else with the picture book. Fuzzy Wuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy. Pointy Fuzzy Wuzzy. Bloody Fuzzy Wuzzy. Super bloody Fuzzy Wuzzy. You lied to me. Wow. Intense. The others weren't exactly masterpieces, but I think this one goes in the class of its own. Professor Hitori, I'm here to take you home. You'll get moldy if you sit around dozing in here. Ah, there he is. Oh, hello. Looks like he's still alive. Do you mind if I tell you something? I feel very strange. And I was sleeping just fine up until a few minutes ago. You woke up all of a sudden? Yeah, that's right. I woke up. So really, he doesn't have eyes. What this doesn't have to do with his actual body. But now I'm starting to get sleepy again. Please, stay awake. I need you to help break this egg, Hitori. I'm very, very sleepy. And the king did tell me that I can nap for as long as I liked in here. There's nothing wrong with naps, but if you sleep right now, you'll never wake up. Really? That would be bad. Don't sleep! Come on, let's get out of here. The drugs must be wearing off. This guy's quite something. Not everybody can doze off in their sleep. I think I would rather stay here and sleep. So please. Huh? He steps unsteadily forward with his wings outstretched in front of him. Is he looking for me? I'm right here. There you go. Ah, yes, thank you. He smiles happily, feels for my neck, and closes his wings around it. Choke out! Hey, wait, just a minute. Are you planning to strangle me? You notice. Oopsies. What do you mean, oopsies? I jump back reflexively. I nearly been crushed while trying to rescue drowning swimmers, but I never had a hostage trying to strangle me before. I thought you were pretty calm. Sorry, did I scare you? I'm here to help. Come on, take a deep breath. After me. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. So it's not you. I feel like there's something I forgot to do. Even though I thought I finished it a long time ago. But it wasn't you. Sorry. Did he mistake me for someone else? Oh god, don't tell me this guy is the one who killed the quail. He looks gentle enough on the outside, but I think he's pretty messed up on the inside. Did the king do something to you? No, all the king did was close the door. Apparently I shouldn't go outside. Birds who might hurt people have to stay inside. That's pretty stupid. Nobody can just live without hurting anyone else. Are you just going to follow his orders just because he's the king, Hitori? The king is the most important person here, so apparently I have to. Think for yourself for a minute. You want to be dragged along with whatever he wants? You said I need to be punished. Apparently I did something bad, and I think he knows what it was. I wouldn't have expected it from the professor I know, but maybe he did do something long ago that the king was able to drag up. Just like with me. I don't know what you did, but it won't go away if you stand here if you stand here moping. Yes, yes. I know that. Professor, Hitori, there are a few things I've yet have left to do in the real world. There's still a few things left you have to do in the real world, right? Hmm. Yes, there are. I think so. In that case, let's get out of here, okay? A few things left to do. All right, there is something I need to do. Crack. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of this dark hole then. Can't keep the lady waiting after all. Hmm. That would be hard. I ate my eyes, so I can't go away. I can't see anything. Don't worry, I'll guide you. This rotten egg should have had a few cracks from everyone now. I don't want to leave Jackie and Nageki in danger for long. Better hurry to the throne room. Meanwhile, Nageki and I are fighting for our lives with physically revolting incarnations of the king. That's physically revolting? That's rather artistic, really. Tori would feel right at home. The king said, become one of us. No, thank you. It's no good. He's not getting hurt. He isn't getting hurt at all. I thought he died if we hit him enough, but I don't feel like we're doing any damage at all. If only I brought a halberd or something. Why would you have a halberd? There's definitely something wrong if he's completely unfazed by your punches, Miss Femsey. It's not like they're doing nothing though. He just recovers very quickly. Who gave him this chump of regen buff? Stupid. This is a bad time to bring up an RPG trope.